Excitingly, we're back here about to go to the Canadian Grand Prix, and it has been a hot minute since the last time I played this game. But I'm gonna do my best. I need to kick on the light. It's kind of dark in here. But first of all, I can either do two engine components or try to keep the tires below a certain temperature. We're gonna go with that one just because I don't want to have to interchange and components. Purple sectors are never going to happen, so we're going to try and get a 19th qualifying position. Two sets of tires. Both of these are simple. I don't have rewind on, so boom. And then we're not going to earn points probably, but we can try and do the race strategy program. I could keep it kind of realistic, but not earning points. I mean, I should be finishing with Checo and like somewhere between 18th to 20th for a second, but maybe I'm just goated. I don't know. Anyway, specialists are done. When it comes to upgrading parts, they are suggesting that I go ahead and go after this plank construction, the underbody, and that'll get done before the Canadian Grand Prix. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that in there. And I won't have enough points to do anything else, but as you can see, this is what I'm upgrading, 2 parts and chassis, and he's upgrading into our power units. Aston Martin starting to climb, which is nice. In real life, I think, in the last Grand Prix we just watched before the summer break, they finally actually doing something worthwhile. There goes the nose cone. We got 60 points, which doesn't do much for them, much of anything.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
And to go see what he's talking about. We got that upgrade completed, and that one failed. And it looks like he's already put upgrades into the failed unit. 500 can't afford. We can't afford that one though. That one he's still doing. Both of these completed. I can't afford 800 or 400. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pop this one in. Actually, if I it'll cost me more, but if I could get it done, that would be cool. But I think we're just gonna go with this. It's not like a big upgrade. That's gonna do a lot for us. For me, it's been a minute, but for your standings, here you go. This is where we're sitting at. And last but not least, let's go ahead and get ourselves. And our power unit didn't go through. That's awesome. Let's stay on the balance tire setup and let's get to Canada. Canada, 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 Canada. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I should turn on that light. I don't really want to get up, but I should turn on that light. I really hope in 2027 when they redo this game, they do a lot better of a job making it like editable and I don't know, just giving us more customization options. Oh, I gotta get back in my chair. Boy, it's a long way down. Oh, I can see now though. That's good. Remembered I had to turn on my steering wheel. Workstation. Difficulty. We'll put it at 80 until I find out. messages say, "Good morning, basic one. Should we do upgrades?" And then it looks like qualifying there's going to be a good amount of rain. And then the race might end on rain. Fun. Who doesn't love that? Goal sets are all there. I don't have any points anyways. 27, 20, 31, 13, 16. I have so many gearboxes. I don't know why they give you 24. But I almost am tempted to just throw another one on. But I'll wait till it gets to like 30%. And there's your season standings, which is crazy because Campi Antonelli is literally destroying it in real life. Piastri's further down. Hamilton should be higher up. But whatever. Teach their own. Let's get to practice. Per usual, I'll only do the race strategy with you guys. I'll do all the other stuff by myself.
Well, hello and welcome to Montreal. Welcome to Canada, the home of the Villeneuve's father and son, and today the home of free practice.
The home of free practice. Alright. Session info, and I'll see you guys at race strategy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this race strategy on 2 different tire types. I don't have mediums, so we're gonna do one on hard, and we'll do the full session, and then I'll do it again, but I'll do it on softs, and I'll only do like 2 or 3 laps. But I'll have to do it on softs after I do my qualifying pace, so then I have enough power to finish that. Also, I did 1 lap on tire strategy. That was it. So I don't really have like a lot of laps on this track before I did a race strategy. That's a cutting corner. Well, I threw the ass end out, which kind of sucks, but whatever. That's corner cutting. That was better. I like how I got managed tire wear of the program, but I can't get it as a side mission. Probably because I keep doing that shit, trying to press my brakes too much. Can't tell, is that Albon up there? That's corner cutting. Ugh.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Okay, once more. You'll see me when I'm doing this, but with the soft tires. Alrighty. We're going at it again, the race strategy, the second tire type. Gonna hit it with some softs. Oh shit. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, well, I was gonna do it, and then... my car apparently... But normally when you enter into the session, the tires are already locked in, and all you gotta do is hit it hard. Not soft, so... whatever. Well, we'll just run it back out there, or we won't talk about it.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so that happened. I was supposed to, like, you know, just make a thing, but that's okay. Alright. Let's go destroy these tires, huh? Alright, let's see if this time I'm just gonna, like, ease into it. It's weird how the rivalry doesn't do much in the aspect of, like, race to race stuff. It's more to do with, like, overall. No, that sucked. My grip feels like it's just dog shit this race. I still think that's both times in both race strategies. Second lap, I've not been able to get it in the mark. Part of me wants to do one more lap just to see if I can run down him. Run him down. Oh, never mind. I bet he pits then. Yeah. I'm gonna do this last lap. Might as well get the 30 points. I bet you they do not give me softs in this race. Alright, well there you have it. That's the practice program done on both tires. Even though those tires were absolutely fucking short. Got them all the way down to 29%. That's intense. Alright, well, that should mean that... I think I did it. Anyways, I'm gonna go do time trials. Okay, so I just did it, and it says that, oop, nope, that's not it. Retire from session. Jesus. Okay. It's saying that.
What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
It said that Checo scored his first point at Monaco, which is not this race, but the next race. But there's also 2 races in 2026 for this one that aren't in the real life. And that's because, well, obviously, those tracks got canceled. But that being said, he actually didn't get to keep that point. He got penalized and lost 5 points on the places on the grid. But that's more kind of just what I was looking at. In retrospect as well, I didn't realize I did 22 laps. That's insane. I did the practice, and the time trial said that I should be looking at a 72.68 when it comes to my difficulty. So I'm just gonna leave it at 80 for qualifying. If I get my butt handed to me, I get my butt handed to me. And I did get this one done, so that was good. I got that one done. Oh, there it is. 19th or better. And I did that one. I don't know why oh. It's not going through, but okay. Alright, well, let's get to quali. At the least, I guess.
Hello everyone and welcome to sprint qualifying. This is a frenetic condensed session that will set our grid for the sprint race tomorrow. It's going to fly by. Let's get into it.
Oh, I don't need to watch this anymore. Alright, alright, alright. Looking at things. It's gonna be sunny for this. Let's give him hell. La la. See all them cars running out there? God damn. What was that little accelerator in there? You see that? I'm afraid to smash the gas right away. Alright. I'm hoping for me, Checo, and Alonso to be a little bit more realistic, but you know, I guess that's something we'll find out in time.
We've been pushed down to P19, I'm afraid.
That was hideous. Is Hadjar back there? I like that Antonelli took the top time. Alright, return to garage. I didn't even look at the thing, I just wanted to get out of Hadjar's way. I didn't know if he was on an outlap or not. Antonelli set a fucking phenomenal time. I beat Checo. And I think realistically, if I wouldn't have had that mishap, I could have beat Alonso. But maybe not Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg! Well, nobody else went, but I'm gonna fucking go, because why not? Oh, it's raining. Nobody told me that.
Okay, that's P19, P19.
Well, I was the only idiot to go.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Somebody could have told me it was raining, guys. Well, okay, well, we'll be taking a...
Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage.
Okay, well, we'll be holding a P19, which is above Checo. And very realistic, I guess.
Well, that concludes sprint qualifying. So much action still to come this weekend.
I like Antonelli being on top. I really hope he stays there. Isaac, however, that's crazy, but whatever. Alright. Well, hopefully this will look a little more realistic. Stroll getting through is a little crazy. But we're where we're supposed to be. Stroll and, like, Borletto or something should have changed. Man pulled it out of his butt. And I qualified one over expected, so that's good. Alright, well, it's time for the sprint. I don't know if it's going to be raining or not. I guess we'll see in due time. As for difficulty, I think, oh, excuse me, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. This bothers me that it didn't go through. Especially since you guys watched me do it, but whatever. Whatever. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the sprint going. And, like I said, I think difficulty-wise, I am just going to leave it at 80. And if we struggle in the sprint, we struggle in the sprint. Yep. And then we'll be able to adjust it for the actual race. I have a clear, like, definition of, like, where I should be between, like, the mid-pair pack and the high, or front pack. But I don't really know how to get a good difficulty where I'm racing where I should be, like finishing in 19th and stuff, which is why I wish there was like a dynamic difficulty where you could turn on like you know, dynamic, and it'll like really keep the drivers really close to what you're able to do. So then, you know, if you're driving really well, the drivers are going to drive a little bit better to make it difficult. But if you're driving like crap, they're going to slow down and drive like crap a little bit too. Excuse me, that was gross.
So it is all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? A 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 190 miles per hour. 14 turns, tight corners everywhere you look, and a very narrow track.
Nothing else. I know you don't really have much to say because it's...
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint.
Antonelli.
Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Piastri, Antonelli, Max Verstappen, and Leclerc. Sainz, Hamilton, Hadjar, and Alex Albon. Lawson, Colapinto, Esteban Ocon, and Lindblad. Hulkenberg, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Gabriel Bortoletto, Maverick, Perez, Gasly, and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We will soon find out.
Ooh, after this quali,
well,
I need...
what a race we have in prospect. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Joining me is Naomi Schiff. So, a sprint race today, and that means lights to flag, no stops. And how is that going to affect the driver behind the wheel? I love this moment in the weekend. Put us in their shoes right now. What are they feeling on the grid?
It's a very special time for the drivers. It's almost like everything around you slows down and you become hyper aware. So your nerves slightly go up, your adrenaline's going up. It's the perfect time to start focusing on your visualizations and preparing for the race. So you want to avoid distractions and really stay cool, calm, and focused.
I just got it.
Back of the grid, not great, I know, but let's just try and use the first lap to push your way up the order.
I just got a text from Esteban, and he said there's somebody in a tree. What? Alright. So, it's recommending... sorry, no. Why is this one letting me do it, but this one isn't? It's not even letting me put the other one on there. Alright, well, I'm gonna assume that it won't even let you, so we're just gonna go with this. But yeah, Esteban just texted me and told me there's a car in a tree, which is kind of funny. Anyways, give it everything we got here. Figure out a better difficulty for the next race. Or for the race. Me destroying my tires. You know, the first time I did one of these formation laps, I really parked it well, and I got a green, and ever since then, I've never gotten a green. Also, if it ever gets posted, I have a vlog where that corner is literally in the video. Boom, bitch! There's your perfect. Esteban called, so I got some wheat thins, but it's time to race. But I want 2 more wheat thins before I start. Chew me. Damn, Checo. Not waiting behind you. Ah, fuck.
Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past.
I didn't get enough breakdown earlier. I just fucking sent it over the barrier things.
Okay, so you got overtake now. Overtake enabled. Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it.
So I'm curious to know, like, can I...
Copy.
Sorry, I was distracted.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Why the fuck am I pitting? I'm really afraid that if I pit and put mediums on this car right now, I'm gonna waste my mediums for the long race. So I might just like... I might just push it off until like the last 2 laps and then go softs. If they pit. If they pit, I will pit. If they don't pit, then I won't pit.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
Why caution?
Green flag.
Oh, they're behind me. I wonder who that is. But yeah, see, like right now, I should not be just easily catching these guys in front of me. No, there you go.
Tyre condition still looking good.
I can't see where he's at. You know, I'm curious to know about something real quick. We're gonna do it together. Settings. On-screen display. It's not there. It won't let me move these up. Okay, well that sucks. I just realized they're underneath my dial and I can't see them.
In this lap, in this lap. Push now.
No. I think it's the race that you have to pit once. So I'm gonna stay out.
Box now, please. Box this lap. Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
I wonder if I don't have any softs. There they are. I don't have any hards. Maybe.
Okay, clear.
I think Checo, no. Okay. Alonso's having Aston Martin problems.
Yellow flag.
I'm not pitting. If I could pass Stroll, that'd be awesome. It's crazy to think when I first played this, I played with the steering wheel with like no dampener, no like rear resistance. Like it was very low. Now I have it almost completely maxed out and I'm like, I'm not getting enough feedback. No. Wow. Dude. Wow, okay.
Caution, caution. Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
The guy with the fastest lap is spun around, and the fact that I spun really kind of irritates me. I had Hadjar or Stroll. I just passed Borletto. So there's only 2 more cars that were in front of me that are in front of me now. And Hadjar just pit. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 13.8 seconds.
Well, now that I'm getting better at the game, no rewinds, no restarts.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
And Checo and Perez were really the only 2 people that got ahead of me because of the incident.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
I tried too hard to get it back. Damn. Damn.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Well, we look like we're driving for Cadillac again.
Well, that concludes all of the sprint action. We are so well set up for an incredible weekend of qualifying and the Grand Prix still to come. We'll see you next time.
Oop, that's not the right button. I don't know how Stroll got the thing. And the only person he got passed by was, or he passed was, authentically was Lindblad. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, advance we be. Advance we be. Oh. I had 8 overtakes though. That's not too bad. Alright, I think for realism, obviously I'll have to do this again, but like the practice laps and everything. But I think 80 was good for difficulty, maybe do 82 for like qualifying next time. But we'll see. For you guys it'll be a snap, for me it might be a day or so. So it's the next morning. I popped the difficulty up to 84 for qualifying. I actually ended up hopping over into time trials just to get warmed up and put down half a
It
second
is
faster
time
lap
to go
before I messed
qualifying
up the
in
last 2 turns.
Canada. A historic track. Looks simple, it's anything but. Welcome to Montreal.
Yeah, that turn right there. I lost all half a second I had gained. But oh well. We're gonna hit quali real quick. And then I'll probably race on like maybe 81. So let's get it. It says it's raining right now. Yeah. We're still gonna go. Even though I feel like it'd be smarter to just wait and see if the track dries out any. I haven't drove this track on a wet surface before. We're slipping and sliding around this track. I already have minimal grip around this track as it is.
We've been pushed down to P21.
If I pull off a miracle, it's gonna be because it's raining. Oh, my steering wheel is crooked. I was like, what the fuck is that? We'll watch this for a second. Alrighty. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Sitting in 11th. Verstappen. Antonelli had a terrible go at it for some reason. That's insane. Just wait and see what everybody else does. It looks like they're going back out on intermediates. Actually, it looks like he went on softs. Could I waste a soft tire compound? Possibly, but I think everybody else out here is on softs. Also, I don't want to be up whoever that is, boss.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
I have 15 seconds to get to the... Can I make it in time? Yes, I can. Okay, it's still not fully dry. Learned that the hard way.
We've been pushed down to P22. Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Not Checo fucking getting in my way. Also, I went at the driest on the track, so that third place means nothing. Just so we're clear. I really did just wait till the track was the absolute driest. Yeah, you can see by Verstappen setting a 116. Me being up that high is just a wet track and everybody coming in and it drying up. So well, let's give it hell, right? That's all I can do. Checo fucking cock blocking me right there. That really pisses me off. No, Galavento. I don't know who that is. Leclerc? Banana Leclerc! Maybe I can get a toe. Gain an extra second or so. Nope. Still feels like the track is like slightly damp. I feel like that now we're looking at a drier track. I'm looking at more realistic. I didn't look at the times. I just wanted to get out of the way. Banana Leclerc. Damn, he was fast as hell. Alright, these tires are better. I forgot to look at this, but they're all still good. And I'm in 15th now. Only doing better than Ollie Behrman, but I'm not far behind Colapinto or Borletto either. I shouldn't be close to them, but I'm not far behind them. Alright. Here we go. You see there's water on the screen again. So I don't think anybody's setting a faster time. But you can also see that I left too late. We're looking at a very wet track, and I don't think there's a chance in hell I'm going to get that time. I'm already down a second, so I'm going to just pull it back into the pits. before I wreck it. Because I need the experience in the rain, I'm gonna stay out and finish till I get to the pits, but...
Two minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on. Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
Okay. Why are they all passing me? Their pits are before me. Unless that they're getting ready to go for P3. Lance Stroll having a surge lately was a little insane. These two being on the bottom is also kind of funny. Alright. Yeah, I only got that +5 though, because the rain. If I wouldn't have gone out the last few seconds. Put it on 81. It looks like it's gonna rain at the end of the race. And for some reason, even though you guys watched me do this, it's not gonna go through. Whatever. And even with that plus half a second, it was saying that I should be on difficulty 75.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. A 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 190 miles per hour, 14 turns, tight corners everywhere you look, and a very narrow track. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position. And it's Andrea Kimi Antonelli in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Piastri, Charles Leclerc, and Albon, Hamilton, Hadjar, Stroll, and Nico Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Maverick, Ollie Behrman, and Sainz, Ocon, Lindblad, Sergio Perez, and Liam Lawson, Gasly, Russell, Alonso, and Gabriel Bortoleto completes the grid.
Okay. So
Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
I was like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be
Welcome
in
to the commentary
Stroll and
box
ninth.
and welcome to Naomi Schiff. I'm Alex Jakes. Naomi, this is going to be interesting. Well, it's an excellent sprint yesterday, but we're back to the usual format now. How do they continue what they started? Not their finest performance yesterday. How do they bounce back today? Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
So,
We just missed out on the points last race, so let's go and get some on the board here today.
yeah, just missed out, huh? Well, that one's definitely a terrible option. So, I don't have any more softs. Honestly, I think I'm cool with just going with that one. It's thinking 15, 8, 12. How do I get it? Okay, well, we'll go with this one then. Alright. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, so I wish that, like, instead of it being like instead of you, oh, fucking nuts. Well, I wish there was a simulation thing where you could actually, like, simulate and watch, like, if you've watched, I know I haven't done it on my channel yet, but I used to play it a lot when I was not recording and stuff. But in MLB The Show, you can create a franchise mode, and when you create a franchise mode, you can simulate and watch your team play every game. Well, this game, I feel like when it simulates, it's not made to, so it's always really erratic. Like, when it simulates, like, you'll see, like, well, Stroll, or not Stroll, but just from what I've understood or what I've seen, when you don't make all 3 qualifyings, the simulations are a bit weirder than when it actually plays the game out. Like, it's not actually playing it out, it's just putting random numbers on a board. And I think if they made it where the game was a little bit more simulated, I think it would really help. Hold on. I went too far.
Okay, not the best placement there, mate. Let's try and get a good launch as the race starts.
Anyways. I just think it would make the game a little bit more enjoyable. Is if there was a simulation mode to it. Because then you could make a My Team. And instead of it being like super, you have to drive every race and you have to drive the car. I think people would simulate more to see where their teams went. Instead of doing maybe 1 season or 2 seasons. I also think it would I'm gonna give Calapinto it back. There we go. Anyways, yeah, I think that would really add to the effect of the game.
Overtake mode active. Overtake active. You've got more power now from the hybrid system. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
But I also think things like the ability to edit other drivers like they do in MLB The Show and stuff. I think those would also be really good additions to the game. Because I would definitely edit some of the drivers' stats, I think. Like Antonelli, I would make him a higher overall. I'd make the Mercedes a better car.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. Copy.
That's corner cutting.
Green flag.
I think Hulkenberg just spun out. He's no longer behind me. The fact that Stroll's trying to make a move on Hadjar blows my mind.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Oh, Stroll.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Well, you know, it makes sense for Stroll to do it. I'm surprised my wing's not absolutely battered, but
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.9 seconds.
I should not finish higher than 8th. I was thinking Monaco would make sense for a first point, but just because it happened in real life. But I guess technically for me, in this game, Monaco, we got two extra
mate,
races.
Badge is behind you. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
You had to say something.
Okay, mate, that still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but look, let's move on. Get your head down and chin up and focus till the end of the race.
Of course. Of course you had to fucking say something. Leave it to me to fuck it up. Nice. I hope Antonelli figures it out. I don't know why he's always getting passed. Maybe because he just has great pace and terrible racecraft. I don't know. The downforce on this car sucks though. Antonelli's already in the pits, so he must have went softs first. Why, I don't know, but... I don't know why that would be the race strategy to go with. Somebody tell Checo, you're doing wonderful in holding them back, but you are slowing me down, dude. I just made the ignorant decision to say out loud that I thought maybe we might score our first point here. Because I got blessed, ouch, by fucking rain. And I'm sideways again.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
I just don't have any downforce. It's like my car won't go down. Somebody locked up. And I'm sideways again. Oh, who the fuck was that? You know, I'm curious. Options. Instant replay. My whole wing's intact, impressively. It shouldn't be. This has gone from what was supposed to be an impressive race to I can't keep my fucking tires on the track.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Right, so far, our best lap, 1 minute 15.8. Copy that.
Well, now I hope Checo keeps holding them back, because honestly, this is embarrassing. How many mistakes I've had in this race.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.7 seconds.
Nobody want to explain to Hulkenberg that we're both in fucking last place, and wrecking into me is not helping us catch the cars ahead.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Being nothing but aggressive. I need to catch.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
I'm so timid to get into the gas now.
Okay, mate, Bortoletto ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
No talking under braking.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race. Sergio is in for his stop. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Box, box, box.
Have a good stop. We fucked ourselves over enough this race.
All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. This is our true place here. They've pitted as well, so we've got to warm up our tyres and get the most out of it. Come on.
I need more brakes. I'm not braking hard enough.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.0 seconds. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
"15 minutes could be an awful thing."
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Nope, I'm not pulling over, stopping there.
Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it. Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
Collision with Alonso, fucker.
Good pace. You're catching the car in front by about a second a lap. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Hey, I'm thinking maybe I want to extend this or soft stint.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.9 seconds. Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes time, so stay on your toes. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.8 seconds. Box, we're coming in this lap.
I'm gonna go ahead and pit. These tires are shit. I'm 5 laps, which is about, let's say...
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them.
Why you always give me this when I'm pitting and I'm gonna fuck it all up?
Pit now, pit now. Okay, don't worry about that target for now. We can work on a new objective later.
I'm gonna go to the mediums. I know I could have tried to hold out on the intermediates or the softs, but whatever. There's also a chance the intermediates will never even become efficient in this race.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Thanks, Checo.
Hamilton has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far.
Good for you, Hamilton. Instead, my teammate decided, you know, it'd be a great idea to slam Medora right in front of his fucking teammate and risk both of us getting took out of the race. I just hope everybody switches to softs before it rains.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
No!
Okay,
Oh, and I have no tires to switch to. I'm literally fucked.
Okay, we've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
That sucks.
Again. Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty.
How the fuck was it illegal? What did I do? Wouldn't it have been nice to know it was raining outside?
Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, clear.
Hey Siri, text Esteban last 4 laps.
Okay, overtake enabled. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
And I'm sideways. Fuck!
Remember to adjust your ERS mode and your MFD if you need to. Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
And somebody's on the side of me. Who is it? I don't know, but...
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
And for some reason now, Checo's not going to give me my position back? That's fucking great. Oh, he got a penalty, okay.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line.
Get
Stay in
up
position
there
until
and
the
get
green
on
flags.
Alonso.
Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period.
I hate Checo. Like, catch up to them. We are gonna be fucking screwed on this restart because of you. And I just wrecked.
Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Understood, copy that.
I can't stop.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Weather's changing now, you might want to review our strategy. Okay, copy that. We're seeing the pressure is gone in the front left. You've got a puncture in the front left tyre. Box, 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 you've got a puncture.
I can't believe my teammate just punctured my fucking front tire. Come on, baby, just get back to the pits.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. Final lap, push, push. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I'm very irritated.
He has left the field in his dust. Oscar Piastri takes the win.
What a wonderful drive to see them come from far down the grid to win the race. Those days are the ones that throw the biggest challenges at you, and to stick out and win it is an incredible job.
Oh, man.
Here we go then, the top three from the race making their way onto the rostrum. And it's special for Piastri back on the top step. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Well, Piastri won it. The Hamilton came in second. Then Leclerc. Norris fell off, which is fine by me. Verstappen fell down, which sucks. Russell had a fucking race. Antonelli fell off, which pisses me off. And then we fell off. We were looking at sitting somewhere in P8 to P10. And then I couldn't keep the car straight because for some reason my downforce was absolutely awful. And then Checo and I believe Hulkenberg ruined my race. Like, so this is where the first thing happened, right? We were having a wonderful race. Everything was going swimmingly. I even said it to myself. I was like, wow, we might score points. And then I got too heavy into it right there, and I just couldn't correct it. And what happened was I got on the track, and because sometimes I just forget that there's grass on my tires, I hit the gas and turned it around again. I could have saved it, but no. So then, where did we do it again? Yeah, here it goes again. I'm sitting here, I'm doing pretty. I got myself up to P12, fixed my problems, and then this light little drizzle of rain. And yeah, I tried to hit the brakes because Hajar was going too slow. And I got grass on my tires and spun it back into the grass, giving up every fucking position again. And then this was the lap that... Oops, sorry, no. So here we are. Where was this? Okay, so yeah, here we go. We're driving. Nico Hulkenberg gets on the inside of me. I have the line. Look. I have the line, right? Let me get you a better angle. Nothing everywhere says that this man should be underneath me. So where am I? Exactly where I'm supposed to be. And then he just locks up and drives straight into the back end of me. Continuously driving into me. I get back on the track. And here comes Checo. On the outside to puncture my front tire. Just the start, you know? And then this is where... Where was it? Oh, here it is. We're driving like normal. This man is still a second behind Alonso. He decides to stop super early, so I give him plenty of space. He gets in front of me and slams on the brakes. This is what my teammate's doing to me. Slams on the brakes. I hit the gas thinking he'll go. You know what he does? Nothing. He just stays back there. So finally I get him back in front of me, and obviously we're all on mediums in the rain. My front wing's now fucked, and I tried to hit the gas, and boom. I ripped my entire front tire off. I couldn't do anything to stop the car. Whole race over. That's insane. Lando's still in front. Russell, Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Antonelli, and Verstappen. Constructors look like this. And for the race weekend itself, sorry. Antonelli or Piastri took in the most points, followed by Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Verstappen, Antonelli, and continuing. Antonelli's still struggling. Really sucks. It pisses me off. That whole race was a shit show. That bothers me so much. And I'm not going to get any points for that either because it didn't go through even though I did it. This whole race weekend was just a terrible one for the paddock. That was something to be forgotten. I'll tell you that much. Ugh. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me through this struggle bus of a race. If you've made it this far, I don't know. Comment teammates shouldn't sacrifice or something. I don't know. Comment what you think about what Checo did. Comment how stupid you think I am for making the mistakes I did. And or maybe you say that you make some mistakes like that too. I don't know. Whatever you want to say. I don't care. But thank you guys for watching. I'm irritated and I'm gonna go play video games, so that's the one. Bye bye.